Dear students, I'll give you a complete and clear-cut idea about covalent bond with the help of this video. In our previous video, you learnt about ionic bond. Ionic bond, due to the transfer of electrons, that bond takes place. Coming to covalent bond, a bond has formed in between the two atoms, that is mutual sharing of electrons. For suppose if you take an atom, it has a nucleus and it has some electrons, and if you take another atom A and B, if there is mutual sharing of electrons takes place in between these two atoms, then only one bond has formed, that is known as covalent bond. If you take an example, if a person A, he has 5 chocolates. If the person B, he has 7 chocolates. If these two members, the total chocolates are 12, then if they share both of them equally those chocolates, then each one has 6 chocolates. That is mutual sharing of the chocolates. Like that only, the atoms also shares their electrons mutually. Then that one bond has formed, that is known as covalent bond. Examples to illustrate the formation of covalent bond. Let us examine the formation of chlorine molecule. Chlorine molecule. Now students, you have to know the difference between the molecule and the atom. If you take chlorine, Cl2, this is the molecular formula for the chlorine, and this is the combination of two atoms. This is one Cl and this is another Cl. This is the chlorine molecule. If you take, this is an example to explain the formation of covalent bond. Cl, the chlorine atomic number is 17. Then the electronic configuration is 287. That means it has 7 valency electrons in its outermost shell. Here, how many chlorine atoms are there? 2 chlorine atoms. So, if you take another chlorine also, it has the electronic configuration 287. Then, by seeing the Lewis dot notation, that means chlorine plus another chlorine. Here outermost electrons are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here also for the second atom, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here see, here one single electron is present. For this chlorine atom also single electron is present. For the formation of Cl2 formation, these two atoms can get combined. Like this. This is the chlorine atom, this is the chlorine atom. Finally, Cl2 molecule can be formed. Here also, if you represent the shorthand notation of the lone pair electrons, let us see. Here see. Totally 7 electrons we should get. Now 6 electrons of this chlorine. Another 2 electrons must be here. Then in between these two atoms, one bond has formed. Here one bond has formed, that is only single bond. So Cl and Cl. These 2 electrons we can call it as shared pair electrons. Shared pair electrons. Similarly, in the information of the formation of HCl, H and Cl contribute 1 electron each, which is then shared by both as to complete duplet of hydrogen to octet chlorine. Let us see the example for the formation of HCl molecule. Let us see. if you see the example of HCl, then if you take hydrogen atom, the hydrogen atomic number is 1, the electronic configuration is 1s1. So hydrogen has only one single electron in its outermost shell. Coming to chlorine, chlorine atomic number 17, the electronic configuration, as I said previous, 287. That means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. This is the first shell, second shell and third shell. 2 electrons, 8 electrons and 7 electrons. Then chlorine has 7 electrons in its outermost shell. Now let us see the structure for the HCl molecule. Hydrogen atom, this is the single electron, and chlorine, already you know very well, 7 outermost electrons can be located here. The representation will be like this, and here these two are the single electrons, these can get combined. Let us see the structure of HCl. Like this, this is the chlorine. These two electrons can combine in the middle of the atom. Like this. Here the single bond has formed HCl molecule. In some examples of the molecules and the compounds, if you observe the structure, some may be single bond molecules and double bond and triple bond also you can observe. That means why it takes place? That is basing upon the multiple covalent bonds. Multiple covalent bonds. In the examples, each atom contributes 1 electron, hence the covalency of chloride and hydrogen is, let us see the example. For suppose, formation of O2 molecule. Oxygen valency is 2. That's why oxygen needs to form one single bond and another single bond, totally one double bond. The structure will be like this. Let us see the example of O2 molecule. O2 molecule formation. Here oxygen atomic number 8, the electronic configuration should be 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Here how many valency electrons are present? Totally 6 electrons. So around the oxygen atom, the valency electron should be like this. 6 valency electrons. If you see the structure of oxygen, that is O2 molecule, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 are the valency electrons. 5, 6. And oxygen valency is 2. That's why it needs to form 2 bonds in between these 2 atoms. For that, the 2 pair of electrons should get combined. Then 3, 4 lone pair electrons are here. The middle, these electrons are called as bond pair of electrons, and these are lone pair of electrons. This is also, we can write like this, double bond O. This indicates oxygen atom can form double bond, that means valency is 2. Let us see the another example. Just formation of nitrogen molecule. Formation of N2, nitrogen molecule. Here you can observe N is the atom and N2 is the molecule. So, nitrogen. The atomic number of nitrogen is 7. The electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. That means this is the first shell, this is the second shell. Second shell contains 5 electrons. That means that 5 electrons are the valency electrons. Nitrogen valency is 3. Then nitrogen has to form 3 bonds with another atom. The structure will be like this. Let us see the structure by Lewis representation. Nitrogen atom, it should have 5 valency electrons. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Why I have written like this means it needs to form 3 bonds, right? Nitrogen, another 3 electrons are here, 2 electrons are here. Then these 3 electrons has to combine. Six electrons. That means 3 pair of electrons. Totally 6 electrons. These single electrons are called as lone pair of electrons, and the middle 3 pair of electrons get combined already. These are called as bond pair of electrons, and this is known as the structure of nitrogen. It is also we can represent like this, N triple bond N. Let us go through the another example, that is formation of H2O molecule. H2O molecule. The shape of water molecule is reverse V shape. Now, hydrogen and oxygen, these two are the elements present in water molecule. Hydrogen atomic number 1, the configuration is 1s1, and coming to oxygen atomic number 8, the configuration is 2 and 6. Oxygen has 6 outermost electrons. That means if you observe the structure of H2O molecule, 1H, and it has 1 single electron, plus oxygen, it has 6 valency electrons. We can represent like this, and if they combine, what has been H2O. So this is oxygen atom, these two are the hydrogen atoms. Here 2 electrons can get combined. These are the lone pair electrons, and here also 2 electrons can get combined. Here if you see 2 hydrogen atoms, that means H2O is the molecular formula, right? So this is the structure for H2O molecule. Let us go through the another example of ammonia, NH3 molecule. NH3 molecule. In NH3 molecule, nitrogen and hydrogen, these two are the elements which are present, and a nitrogen atomic number 7, as well as the configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, and if you see this, 5 are the valency electrons are present here. Coming to hydrogen atomic number 1, 1s1 is the electronic configuration. Let us see the structure of NH3 molecule. Hydrogen, NH3, you have to write here 3 hydrogen atoms, 1 hydrogen and third hydrogen atom, and 1 nitrogen atom. It has 5 electrons. Those are the 5 valency electrons. 1, 2, 2, 3. We have to represent like this. Why? Because nitrogen has its own valency, that is 3. It needs to form 3 bonds. And if you combine these electrons, the structure will be the nitrogen. This is the central atom, and the surrounded atoms will be like this. These are the hydrogen atoms. Okay, then if you represent the pair of electrons, here 1 bond pair, here 1 bond pair, here 1 bond pair, and this is the lone pair of electron. Why? Because these 2 electrons can get combined, and these 2 can get combined, and these 2. So finally 3 bonds have to form. This is the structure for NH3, that is ammonia. If you draw this structure like this also, one hydrogen, this is another hydrogen, 3. So if you see this structure, nitrogen satisfied its valency, that is 3. That means it needs to form 3 bonds here. Hydrogen valency only 1. It has formed only 1 bond. This is about the structure of NH3. The next example is the formation of methane molecule. CH4, that is a methane molecule. Here, the carbon and hydrogen. The carbon atomic number 6. The configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. These are the 6 electrons. Then carbon has only 4 electrons in its valency shell. That means carbon needs to form 4 bonds. That means carbon has to satisfy 4 bonds. If you see the structure of carbon, it has 4 valency electrons around it. If you add this to the hydrogens, totally how many electrons, students? There are 4 hydrogen atoms with 1 electron. This 1 electron these are combining with another 1 electrons of the hydrogen. Then finally CH4, the methane structure has to form like this. This is the central atom and these are the hydrogens. These are the hydrogens. If I represent the dotted lines, the dots, just like Lewis dots, carbon, and these are the hydrogens. This is the structure for CH4, just like methane. This is also, we can write like this. This is the CH4 structure. Around the central atom there are 4 bonds. 1 bond means there are 2 electrons must present. These are the bond pair of electrons. Did you understand, students? This is about the covalent bond formation with the number of examples.